Fubara: My enemies piled pressure on Danagogo to resign as Rivers SSG. And now to the news in full. Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara yesterday recounted how his enemies piled pressures on the Secretary of the State Government (SSG), Dr. Tammy Danagogo, to dump him. Fubara spoke on the lingering political crisis in the state at the special Thanksgiving service organized in honor of Danagogo at the St. Paul Yemoni Lutheran Cathedral in Abonima Town, Akukotoro local government area. The service was organized over the conferment of the Tubofia III chieftaincy stool on Danagogo as the head of that Tubofia group of houses and for his reappointment as the SSG. Oh, he has been reappointed. So they put pressure on him and he too fell for pressure. I don't understand. Danagogo was a friend to the Federal Capital Territory FCC Minister Abuja Wike throughout his 8-year tenure as Rivers Governor. Though Danagogo held no portfolio, he was always in Wike's company and was popularly called a friend of the governor. Wike appointed him the SSG during his second term in office, a position he held till the end of Wike's tenure on May 29 last year. Danagogo refused to quit Fubara's administration when Wike's loyalists resigned their appointment. He insisted on working with the incumbent, a decision that earned him his reappointment as the SSG. That was probably before Wike and Fubara had issues. So obviously, probably when they now had issues, Wike was like, "Oh, if you still want to be my friend, you have to leave. You should not support him and blah blah blah." And probably that one has seen that this one is a better person than Wike. Sometimes we know that our friends are not doing well, but we'll not be able to call them out. Probably that is the kind of person that Danagogo is. And now he has seen that, okay, Fubara is different. Fubara is trying to work better for the people of Rivers State. At least he's not trying to siphon money. And he's saying, okay, I still want to work with this person. But they put pressure on him. What kind of pressure must they have put on him for him to now betray Fubara? He insisted on working with the incumbent, a decision that earned him his reappointment as the SSG. At the Thanksgiving yesterday, Fubara said his enemy camp failed in the bid to compel and compromise the SSG to abandon his government. Describing Danagogo as a dependable ally, Fubara said it took a man who believed in something to resist the kind of temptation that came the way of his SSG. Exactly. Probably he has seen that Fubara is a good person. He's a good governor that is working for the progress of Rivers State. And so he must have seen something to say that I'm not going to leave this person alone. And the amount pressure on him, Wike, we know he's that kind of person. He will mount pressure, a whole lot of pressure that you cannot say you're my friend and be working with my enemy, blah blah blah, and all of that. Probably. Fubara also said his style of governance placed emphasis on efficiency and effectiveness through creating a conducive internal work environment to enable members of cabinet function maximally. The governor acknowledged that greater productivity he desired could not be achieved in a toxic workplace of tension, anxiety, and fear. Addressing Danagogo, he said, "He's telling you the story of how he was reappointed. I don't know why he didn't add the story that he was also compelled, given ultimatum to resign." It takes a man who believes in something. It takes a man who is honorable and has integrity to stand by you. I want to say that this administration that I am leading will stand by you. You don't need to worry about the blood pressure drugs again because I don't intend to give anyone BP. There is no commissioner here that has BP before. Before you people used to have BP, but now there is no BP now. So who is giving them BP? Wike. There is no permanent secretary that was always lying in the hospital and is still lying in the hospital now because there is no BP. That's good. We thank God for that great news. For the fact that I won't give you stress, even if I have to correct you, I will correct you with love, understanding that you are human beings. And when this is the relationship, you see efficiency and effectiveness. Yes, your workers can offend you, but you don't have to shout on them. You don't have to act as if you are the Lord and God and Savior over them and make them have hypertension. And you can correct in love, and you can understand that, okay, these people are human beings. They probably have their own feelings. They probably have the things that they are going through in their house. Even if they don't want to show that, oh, we are going through this thing in our own house, you understand. You are calm. That is the kind of leaders that we want to have. That have empathy, that have human feelings. That is a very good one. And when this is a relationship, you see efficiency and effectiveness, and you see how government is moving forward. That is what we do, and that is the secret of the improved health of my SSG. And the wife is no longer reminding him whether he has taken his drugs. He charged traditional rulers in the area to continue to support activities of the government, foster peace and unity in their domain. Fubara donated 50 million naira to St. Paul's Yemeni Lutheran Cathedral as support of the state government to advance the work of evangelism of the church. 50 million naira. How the quite too much? For the work of evangelism. Okay. Former First Lady Dame Patience Jonathan described Danagogo as a diligent, quiet, result-oriented public officer who served deservedly as Minister of Sports in the administration of her husband. He urged him to continue to exhibit excellence as he serves as SSG and ensure that he does not disappoint those who trust in his loyalty and capacity. We hope so, because all of this now that his loyal is this is that. Hopefully he doesn't change and still work for Wike underground. Danagogo said without lobbying and scheming, God granted him favor to be reappointed as SSG by Fubara, while his family found him suitable to be installed as their traditional ruler and consequently the head of the Tubofia group of houses. He described working with Fubara as a life-changing experience in a non-toxic work environment that has reduced his intake of BP drugs. So can you imagine that? So obviously Wike was really stressing them, and it was a toxic work environment where he had to be taking drugs just to regulate his BP. That is really bad. And expressed gratitude to God for giving Rivers State such a humble, simple and caring governor. The SSG also narrated how the lot fell on him to be elected unanimously as chief charged with the onerous task of providing traditional leadership to his people, even as the least of the sons in the family. At the Thanksgiving, where Deputy Governor Professor Ngozi Odo, Chief of Staff, Government House Edison Heye, former Governor Sir Celestine Omehia, former Deputy Governor Tele Ikuru, former Senators Lee Maeba, John Azuta Mbata, and Adawari Mpepo, former Deputy Speaker House of Representatives Sir Austin Opara, former National Chairman People's Democratic Party (PDP), Prince Uche Secondus, and former Transport Minister Dr. Abiy Sekibo, among others. It's good though that they now feel like we are no longer in a toxic environment where we will be scared of our leader, where we cannot say our mind, where we cannot be corrected in love, where we don't have to be taking pills again. Abi, can you just imagine that? That is enough, safe. So that means that during Wike's administration, he was taking drugs, managing his BP, because they are always scared when they see their boss coming. They have to just fly. There are some workplaces like that when your boss is coming like this, your heart will just jump. You just be so afraid because our boss is around. No, that is a toxic work environment, and it is not good at all. My listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.